last summer vacation with our Italian boat Tagudo 34, we realized again that we have a really nice and stable boat, but some things are disturbing. One thing is the secure but small cockpit where you can't even lay down. The other thing is the very small salon. I know this is a luxury problem, but we also had a look at the used boat market. For a longer time, we were looking at a Hanseat Kommodore, which was for sale on Menorca, and we got in contact with the owner. After we had been negotiating for 5 months, it was February 2018 when we took a flight to Menorca to have a look at the Hanseat. This center cockpit yacht was built in Germany, in Glückstadt, in the 1970s and 80s, and there was also an article which said it is a very good ship for cruising. The flight started at 6 a.m. with a stopover in Barcelona. We crossed the Alps, covered with snow, and we had a wonderful sunrise. Here you can see Barcelona, and after a stop of 2 hours we flew to Menorca and took a rental car which we ordered in Germany before, and we drove directly to the harbor. We are in Mahon now, and our first drive is to the harbor, and here you can see our first look at the Hanseat Kommodore down in the harbor. As we had to wait for the owner, we decided to have a first look on our own at the boat, and we were really excited, and we even loved the yellow color. We had a look at the boat from inside and outside, and so we made an appointment for the next day for a test drive.
Starterbatterie 14 Volt. Das ist Spannungsmesser. Starterbatterie ist das.
Look at the smiling face of Mike after the test drive. We also tested the length of the bed and also the length of the salon. Although we were nearly sure to buy this boat, we drove to Menorca's highest mountain, and on our way to that, we discussed the pros and cons of buying the boat. Also on the mountain, we discussed about Clemensbee, that's the name of the boat, and I can't remember the beautiful view we had. After that, we decided we will buy this boat, and so we drove back and opened a bottle of champagne. Also, auf unser neues Schiff und allzeit gute Fahrt. Now I will take you downstairs to have a look in our boat. You can see on the left the galley, and you have a view in the big salon. The leather of the seats is very dry and white because of the sun rays, and we have to treat it with leather grease. I also love the many cupboards we have. Here is our front cabin, and also a big cupboard with the life jackets in it. As you can see, the owner left many things on the boat, and we will come back on Easter holidays to see which things we really need. And now you can see the front bathroom with the sink and the toilet and many places to put things inside. Now you have a look in our navigation place. We have a codon radar which is colored. We have a computer and many GPS. Here from Philippi, a tank and battery monitor, and many other things which we have to learn, VHF, and many books. Now you can see our galley with a microwave, and down here is our oven which works with petroleum. It's from Velas and it works really good. We also have two big fridges. One you can see here. And the other big fridge is down below the sinks. And this is not only to sit down when you do the dishes, there's also the waste basket. And from the galley you come to our after cabin. We also have a big cupboard here. And that's our after cabin with a king-size bed and also many cupboards around. And we also have a bathroom here with toilet and even a shower in the corner. The boat also has a water heater which uses a webasto and has radiators in each cabin, so we have it warm in winter. And now you can have a look from outside. You see the deck is covered with treatmaster, but it is in a very good condition, although it's 40 years old. You can see the boat is a ketch, and here you can have a look in our big cockpit, and we even have a cockpit table and everything we need, enough space for us to lay down. We also made some tours around Menorca, and the island is a very nice island with very interesting places. And as British people were here, you can also see the fort, which is in front of the harbor, and Mahon is the biggest natural harbor in the world. We also drove to Cittadella and we enjoyed the sunny days. After 3 wonderful days on Menorca, we had a last view on Clemens Bay, which we will name Seedsberg, and we flew to Barcelona, spent 1 day there with sightseeing, and then we went back home. Our plan is to come back in our Easter holidays because we have to learn how everything works and do some preparations. Because in June we will sail the boat to the Adriatic Sea, to Lignano, which is near Venezia. You will see the trip in our next video, and we hoped you liked our first one.